Good morning. I'm Andy Myers at Weiss Research.
I'm Jen Amos, and this is your morning market alert for Wednesday, June 22nd. Stocks on Wall Street may pull back a bit today after posting strong gains yesterday. The rally was driven by hopes that the Greek government would avoid a sovereign debt default. But today, the focus shifts to the U.S. economy. The Federal Reserve will announce its decision on monetary policy at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The central bank is widely expected to announce an end to its $600 billion bond buying program on June 30th. And the Fed is likely to hold interest rates steady between 0 and 0.25%. But investors are really looking forward to Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke's press conference, set for 2:15 p.m. His challenge is to try to calm the financial markets, corporate America, and Main Street, following a string of soft economic data.
The recent turmoil in Europe may calm down for a little while following some positive news from Greece yesterday. The country's prime minister won a key vote of confidence from Parliament by a count of 155 to 143. The Parliament will now vote on a new round of austerity measures required to continue to get funding from the European Union and International Monetary Fund. Eurozone finance ministers delayed a decision on the next tranche of bailout funds to Greece earlier this week. They may now approve that money by July 3rd, provided the austerity measures pass. And a new bailout for the struggling country could be approved about a week after that. Despite the renewed optimism over Greece's situation, stocks across Europe are broadly lower today. They're being dragged down by a disappointing sales and earnings outlook from Philips Electronics. It warned of weaker than expected demand in its lighting and consumer lifestyle divisions, sending shares down 11% in Amsterdam trading.
The U.S. technology sector is in focus as well today, following quarterly results from Adobe Systems and Jabil Circuit. Adobe is dropping nearly 3% in the pre-market, despite a largely positive report. The software firm posted a 54% increase in fiscal second quarter profit, and its sales increased to more than $1 billion. Adobe also said that the impact on revenue from the earthquake in Japan was less than anticipated. But the company's forecast for the current quarter seemed to disappoint investors. Meanwhile, Jabil Circuit is moving higher ahead of the bell, up about 2% right now. Its earnings in the latest quarter doubled and revenue increased to $4.2 billion. Both numbers topped estimates. After today's closing bell, we'll hear from application software maker Red Hat.
The biggest name out with earnings this morning is FedEx. It reported a 33% increase in its fiscal fourth quarter profit, and total revenue rose 12%. The results topped Wall Street expectations, and FedEx shares are gaining 3% in the pre-market. And finally, we have one M&A deal to tell you about today. The UK's AstraZeneca is selling its AstraTech dental and healthcare division to Dentsply International for $1.8 billion in cash. That's the latest from Weiss Research. We'll be back after the opening bell with all the market reaction.